Welcome, yogis, to Balance by Meghan. I'm Meghan. Today's sequence is yoga for the summer ending blues. So if you're doing this in real time, it is the figurative end of summer here. It's not the official end. But school starts again next week, which means a lot of people are coming off of holidays. Kids are getting back into a different routine. There's more traffic on the roads. So it's a big transition here for everyone. So we'll start the sequence off slower, building a little bit of more of a yin style of class, building into some heat, into some power, so we can release those endorphins and that we can step into this new transition of our life journey. So grab your mat and let's create balance in your life. So we'll start in wide-legged child's pose here. Big toes to touch. Knees come as wide as the mat. Sink your hips back and crawl your hands forward. As I said at the beginning, we would be doing more of a yin style here, so we will be holding the poses for just a little bit longer. Get comfortable on your mat. You might gently rock the head from side to side. Letting go of the day, morning, or evening so far. So that you can be present on your mat. From here, we'll pick up the fingertips and come on the fingertips here. Just getting a nice stretch in the side body here. You might walk the fingers a little forward. Again, you might gently rock the body from side to side. Really feeling those sit bones drive towards your heels. Inhale here. Exhale. Look up. Walk to the right side of your mat. So your right fingertips will come off the mat. Left fingertips will come to the edge. Inhale here. Exhale, release. We're getting a nice side body stretch in the left side of our body. Find a movement that feels good for you. You may slightly be rocking, or you may be still. Inhale here. Exhale, pick your head up and walk to the left side of your mat. Right fingertips come to the edge of the mat. Left fingertips spill off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Again, we'll be here for a few extra moments. You should be feeling that side body stretch in the right side of your body. Inhale here. Exhale. Come back to center. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Use the momentum to pull yourself forward and come into your tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath. your hips. And we'll inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Cow pose. Exhale, arch the back, chin draws towards your sternum for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, and come into your cat position. So do this a few more times on your own breath. If you've done a few of these videos with me, you'll know that cat and cow is one of my favorite positions to warm up the spine and bring a little flexibility to the body. We'll do a few more here in cat, cow. And just take one more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, bump your hips to the left. Send your gaze past your right toes. Side body stretch here in tabletop position. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, bump them to the right. Gaze to look past your left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. And do this a few more times. Just warming up the body. Starting nice and slow to start. All right, on your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, draw your right fingers to face your knees, and your wrist will come, here, I'm not sure if you can see that, your wrist will come to face forward. You'll probably have to draw your wrist in a little bit here. So we're just counter stretching the wrist here. If it feels okay for you, you might rock a little back and forth. These will not be large movements. Just with the position of your body. But we're just countering some of those chaturangas that we'll be doing. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring your hand up. Do a little bit of wrist circles here. And place your fist on the mat if you can see that. And we'll do the same with the left hand. So we're just stretching out the wrist. This is too painful for you. You can come onto closed fist here. But give this a go. It's a really nice counter to a lot of yoga poses that we do. Give it a little bit of a circle here. Roll out the kinks, come onto your fist here. We'll come back onto our hands. Give a little shake, if you will. Inhale, draw the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the arm underneath your left arms for threading the needle. Inhale here. Exhale, come back up. Arm reaches toward the ceiling. We come into our thread the needle position. Reach for the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle. This time, you'll stay here for a few extra breaths. We'll stay here. We'll walk the left fingertips up. So we're here. Or if you're feeling very adventurous, take your left hand and draw it to the right hip crease. So you have lots of options. And depending on where you're at today or how your body is feeling, you might be at the first stop. And that's no problem. Inhale, if you're in the bind, bring your hand up for release. Exhale, draw back up into your tabletop position. Give a little shake out. Inhale, send the left fingertips up to the sky and thread the needle underneath. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle underneath, coming onto the back of your hand and pressing that into the mat or the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And then again, we'll stay here for a few breaths. And what you did on one side, make sure that you counter it by doing it on the other. So we're here, first stop, we're here, or we're here. Inhale, release. Place your hand back on the mat. Peel yourself up into your tabletop position. Give a little shake out if that feels okay for you. From here, we'll draw the knees in close together, legs to touch. Curl the toes underneath, and we'll walk back to sit on our feet. So this position can be a little tricky for some people. If you do anything in heels or flat shoes, flip-flops from the summer if you're on a beach, this is a great position for stretching the fascia in the bottom of our feet. So we'll just be here for a few extra breaths. You should really be feeling that stretch in the bottom of your feet here. Inhale. Exhale, release. You might feel like a little crinkliness on the bottom of your feet from the fascia being stretched. So we'll uncurl the toes and we'll just come to sit back on our heels. We'll just take a moment here to get ready for the rest of our practice, which will be a little more heated. Inhale here. Exhale, walk forward. And we'll move into down dog. So the best way to find your down dog is by going into plank position and sending it up. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Might bring the knees, one knee in and then the other. Stay here for a few extra breaths, warming up the body. Heels will be driving towards the mat. They do not have to touch. Inhale, come to stillness. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's get a nice stretch here. And for this first one here, we'll inhale, walk ourselves to the front of the mat. So really take the time to feel your feet pressing into the mat. Feel the skin of your feet stretching. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come into your standing position, arms reach up, palms kiss overhead, and draw the hands to your heart space. We'll start by warming up the body. Inhale, arms reach up. Here,
Use your right fingers to grab your left wrist and bump your hips to the left. Send your fingertips to the right. Side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Reach. Inhale. Grab your right wrist with your left fingertips. Bump the hips to the right. Send your fingertips to the left. Side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up. Arms reach up, kiss overhead, and draw your hands to your heart space. Again, inhale, arms up. Side body stretch to your right. Inhale. Exhale, come to center. Inhale. Exhale, side body stretch to your left. Inhale. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up for the sky. And draw your hands to your heart space. Keeping the tailbone tucked, feeling as though the hips are facing the sides of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Side body stretch. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, center. Reach and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up to center. Arms reach up and draw your hands to your heart space. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, down the middle line. Here we go. Inhale, halfway lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back and come onto your knees. Shift forward and we'll come to the belly. So making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, sucking the elbows to the side. We'll lift up for baby cobra. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Come into your knees and peel it up to downward facing dog. Starting off slow. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, nose draws towards your knees. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart space. Here we go. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, right toes, left toes. Come onto your knees, shift forward, and come down to your belly. Inhale, slight back bend. For cobra, you might come a little higher. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, come up to your half plank here, and peel it up to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and walk yourself to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. We come to stand. Arms kiss overhead. And draw your hands to your heart space. Once more like this. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, go down the middle line. Fold. Inhale, fingertips on the shins or your mat. Reach your heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right toes back. Step the left toes back. come to your knees. Shift forward and come to your belly. Sucking the elbows into the side. Inhale, cobra. You might come a little higher. Exhale, fold. Curl the toes underneath. Come into your half plank and send it up to downward facing dog. Pedal it out here for 5 breaths. So really spreading those fingertips, pressing into the mat with your hands. Tailbone reaches towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you're at. Inhale, forward, bend the knees. Exhale, walk yourself to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips can come to the shins or the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come to stand. Arms reach up, kiss overhead. And draw your hands to your heart space. So pick up the pace a little bit now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank the hands, step back. Move to your half plank, or we'll stand in plank. We'll move forward, and we'll come to chaturanga and upward facing dog, or belly to cobra. Inhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here for 5 breaths. Inhale here, exhale, walk, or this time give a little hop to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms reach up, kiss overhead. And draw your hands to your heart space. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, down you go. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Belly to cobra, or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Good job. Pedal it out. Really feel work going into your hamstrings, your quads, your arms, and your torso here in downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come to stand up, arms reach up, kiss overhead. Then draw your hands to your heart space. Inhale, sink the hips back. Fingertips send back. Brush the mat and we come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, fold over your legs, straighten them, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, move through a flow that works for you. Downward facing dog here on the exhale. 1 breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pick the right foot up, draw it into your chest, pick it up and put it between your hands. Pivot on the back foot, you might have to rearrange yourself a little bit here. And inhale, we'll rise up for Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. Inhale, gaze up to your fingertips, hips facing forward. Inhale, exhale, release. Plant the hands, step back, vinyasa, belly to cobra or chaturanga to upward facing dog. 1 breath here, and down dog. Inhale, draw your left knee in, place it between your hands, pivot on the back foot, find what feels okay in your body right now. So you might keep your stance a little wider, but we'll inhale, come up, rise up, Warrior 1. Keep the back leg strong, pressure in the back foot. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, and move through your flow. Downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Inhale here. Exhale, bend knees. Hop or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Send the hips back. Fingertips come back and we rise up for chair pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, slight back bend here. Draw your hands to your heart space. So we're doing something a little different here. Rearrange yourself. It's hard to talk and do this. Inhale, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. We'll take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, draw your left elbow to your right knee for a revolved chair. Pressing into your hands. We'll inhale here. Exhale, pick up the left foot for like a little flamingo pose. Kick it back into a lunge with a revolved twist here. So we're breathing here in revolved lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Using your fists to press into each other to create a little bit of resistance. Rotate the chest towards the ceiling. One more breath. Exhale, release, come into your low lunge. So you might have to kick your foot back a little bit. You want to feel a stretch in your left hip flexor. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your back knee. Uncurl the back toes and send it back for a runner stretch. So flex your right toes towards your body and make sure you're keeping about a 90-degree angle in your back leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release over your straight leg. Inhale, look forward. Walk yourself forward. Come back to that lunge, but pivot on your back leg. So your back leg will face the side of the side of the mat. We'll draw your front foot in as well. Walk forward. And we come into like this crouching tiger or this ninja pose. Right toes flexing towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, you should be feeling a stretch in your right leg. Take a few breaths here. And crouching tiger, hidden ninja. Inhale here. Exhale, walk forward. Come on to the other side. So if you can keep the leg that's in the crouch here like flat on the mat, your foot, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, like me, you'll come up a little bit. And keep your left toes towards your body here. And we should be feeling the stretch right here in our body. Take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your left foot. Walk back to face the back edge of your mat. Pivot here in a low lunge. Plant the hands. Whoa. Step back. Plank pose. Belly to cobra or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Step back. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high and draw your heels towards the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Send it back, hips back. Inhale, come into your strong chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs. Slight back bend and come to your standing position. Moving to the other side. Inhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your right elbow to your left knee. Inhale. Pressing in to your palms, creating a little resistance. Pick up the right toes like a little flamingo and kick it back for a revolved twist. Inhale here. Exhale. Draw or rotate your chest towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale. Unwind. Come into a lunge. Take a few breaths here. In your low lunge. Coming onto the fingertips. Never collapsing into the body. Drop your back heel, knee, and curl the toes. Walk yourself back. Flex your toes towards the body. Keep a 90-degree angle in that back leg. Inhale. Lift the heart. Shine it forward. Exhale, we fold. Runner stretch. Inhale, come forward into your low lunge. Pick up the back leg. And we'll do the same little dance on the other side. So drop your back foot. Foot faces out towards the side of the mat. We'll walk forward and we'll come into our crouching tiger position on the other side. Hidden ninja, crouching tiger. Inhale here. Exhale. And stay here for a few extra breaths. Inhale, come forward and come on to the other side. Kick your right toes to face the body. You can be on your ball of your foot here, or you can, if you can keep your foot flat on the mat, go ahead and do so. Inhale. Draw your right toes flat on the mat. Come forward. Low lunge on the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back. Come into a flow. Inhale here. Exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Inhale here. Exhale. Bend the knees. Give it a hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come to stand, arms reach up, kiss overhead. Draw your hands to your heart space. From here, we'll take the left toes, pick them up, send them back, and we come to pivot and face the side of our mat, making sure that the long edges of our feet are in line with the short edges of the mat. You want about 3 feet between your feet. Rearrange as needed. Inhale. Hands come to our hips. Send the hips back. Exhale, we come into a wide-legged forward fold. So our hands can come underneath our shoulders, making sure that the fingertips are in line with the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. So we're keeping our hands here. Or you can take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes, driving your head closer to the mat. Elbows go out wide. It's a little bit more of a more adventurous pose. If you'd rather just keep your hands flat on the mat in front of you, in line with your shoulders, please do so. Inhale here. Feeling as though you have a bolster between your legs and giving about 5% squeeze of your effort. Exhale. Inhale, draw your right toes to face the front edge of your mat, making sure you're in heel to arch alignment. We'll come up, inhale, warrior two, sink into that front hip. Make sure your hips are square facing forward. Inhale here, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior two. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Inhale, gaze over your right fingertips. Exhale, sink a little deeper. A few more breaths here. You've got it. Inhale. Drop your left arm to go down the side here. Reach forward and lift it up. Reverse the warrior, peaceful warrior. We're here, or we come into a bind with our left fingertips on our right hip crease. Inhale. Exhale, come out, warrior two. For one breath, inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg, bump the hips to the back of your mat, reach for the front of your mat, and we come into triangle pose. Trikonasana. Whoa. If your hand can come all the way to the mat, do so. If it's a little higher, no problem. But you want to make sure that your ribs aren't flaring out. Keep pressuring the right big toe. Inhale here. Exhale, look down at your mat. Bend your knee. Come out. Warrior two. Draw your right toes in. Wide-legged forward fold again. So we're inhale here. Exhale, send the hips back. Fold. Fingertips in line with the toes underneath our shoulders. And we're taking those peace fingers again and we're wrapping around the big toes. Few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left toes face the back edge of our mat. We're in heel to arch alignment here. And we sweep up, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Keeping those hips squared. Virabhadrasana 2. You should have felt a little bit of heat by now in the body. Inhale, drop your right arm down the side. Reach forward with the left and send it up. Reverse the warrior, peaceful warrior. Or we're in the bind, like on the other side. A few breaths here. Keeping steadiness in the body. Using our core to keep balance. Inhale here. Exhale, come out. One breath here. And we'll exhale, straighten the leg, send the hips towards the front of your mat, reach towards the back edge of your mat, and we'll come down into triangle pose, Trikonasana. A few breaths here. Hands reaching towards the sky or ceiling. Left hand reaching towards the mat. Whoa. Keep that core engaged. And gazing up to our fingertips facing the sky. Inhale, look down, bend the knees. Come out. Warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, draw it in. Heel toe yourself in and come to stand. at the front of our mat. It gets seated here, big toes to touch, a little bit of a space in between our heels. Inhale, make your left leg strong, and turn your right knee out. We're coming into tree. So I'll face you here. We're here on the mat, we're here on our thigh, or hamstring, or we're here on our inner thigh, never on the knee. Tree pose here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, we might reach up for a tree pose. Find a spot for your gaze to be fixed on, or your drishti point. Exhale, draw the hands into your heart space. Draw the knee in, inhale. Exhale, take your right knee over your left knee here, send the hips back. Right arm comes underneath the left, and we come into eagle pose. If this is far too much for your body today, simply hug yourself. Come to face this way so you can see a little better. Hips back. So our elbows are drawing away from the body, as are our fingers, and we're opening up our upper back here. Inhale here. Exhale, unwind, release, shake it out, and move on to the other side. Inhale, make the right leg strong. Left knee goes out. So we're here on our mat, we're here on our shin, or we're here on our upper thigh. Yogi's choice. Whatever you did on one side, make sure you do on the other. I'm going to reach for the ceiling. Keeping steadiness or balance in our body. Inhale. Exhale, draw your hands in if they were reaching up. Throw the left knee in. And take it around the right leg, send the hips back. And this time left arm will come underneath the right and come into our eagle pose. And again, if this isn't working for your body today, simply give yourself a hug. You're still getting that upper back straight. A little bit of a detox pose here, being twisted. Inhale here. Exhale, unwind, release. Give it a little shake out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Last call for vinyasa, or meet us in downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here, down dog. If you're just not feeling the love, you can go into your child's pose for a few breaths. But we're cooling down the body now. Inhale here, exhale, knees drop to the mat. Walk your hands back, swing your legs to one side, and we'll come into a seated position. Coming into soft pose or Tadasana here. So legs nice and long, hands come to the sides of our body, the side of our pelvis. Spine nice and long. Feel as though you have a string pulling out your head, reaching you towards the ceiling. Flex the toes towards the body. Tadasana. Seated forward fold, so we'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, moving from our hips, hinging at our hips, we'll come forward into Paschimottanasana. So our hands are on our shins, our ankles, or if they can get wrapped around the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Again, never reefing yourselves into any position. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. We'll move our hips towards our feet, our heels. Pick your legs up so shins are parallel to the mat. Bow pose, Navasana. We're here, or we're here, making sure we're not falling onto the sacrum but onto our sitting bones, or we're in full bow. Whoa. Inhale here, exhale. A little bit of core work to end. 3, 2, 1. We're moving down. Low boat, and come lie flat on your back. Move your ponytail to the side if you need to. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug. We're almost done here. Just finishing off with a twist here. Get rid of the old energy in our body and make room for new energy. So feet will come flat on the mat, knees towards the ceiling. Feel as though you could tickle your heels with your fingertips. Shoulder blades draw down and underneath us. Inhale, lift the hips up. Shift them to the right side of your mat. Draw your knees in towards your chest and let them go to the left side of your mat here. You might draw your right fingertips out towards the side and gaze over those opposite fingers of your knees. Inhale, draw your hand in, then your head. Exhale, draw your knees in towards the center. Feet touch the mat, get realigned on your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, pick the hips up, shift them to the left side of your mat. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest and let them fall to the right side here. And you might take those left fingertips and gaze over them. Over your side here. Inhale here, draw your head into center in your hand. Exhale, bring your knees in, touch down on the mat. Give yourself a little hug, draw your knees towards your chest, arms wrap around your legs. And this might be it for you before you move into Shavasana, or you can take a happy baby pose. Hands grabbing the outer edges of the feet, drawing our knees towards the mat. You might move a little from side to side here. And happy baby. Our final pose before our most precious Shavasana. Inhale. Give yourself one last squeeze. Squeeze in it. And exhale, let it all go. Feet come into the corners of our mat. Arms come out to our side. Take an inhale here. Exhale, side out. Shavasana. And if you have 5 or 10 more minutes to stay in Shavasana, I advise you to do so. Otherwise, we'll bring movement into the toes and the fingers. We'll move our head gently from side to side. And we'll bring our knees in and come in to a fetal position, whatever side works for you. And we'll come up and we'll roll up into seated position, Sukhasana position. Easy pose. Keeping the eyes closed if that's okay for you. Draw your hands to your heart space.
And take a moment to thank yourself for being here today, for making time on your mat. Our hands come up to our third eye, the place between our brow, our inner teacher, our inner guidance. We bow and we say,
may the light in me honor the light in each and every single one of you.
Namaste.